eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute. It appears confused, and yet somehow compelled to continue following you.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas! He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot!
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Come on then, Legsy. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have you, cud? Stay down, you!
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Disgusting.
Dear one, help me teach this beast. He must respect.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
The intense-looking man stands beside you against the thugs, shooting you an appraising glance. Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combined threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you. You ain't worth the sweat of my brow anyhow.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
There is a safe place.
gonna pray all day, buddy? Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy? Oh, I don't feel so good.
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this? What do you think of messing with Rick's anyhow?
What if there are no sources? Yet so quickly, we find source so dangerous. What in his death caused?
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you... Are you quite alone? It's just, I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. But it's hardly a group affair. I only need one. In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Are you interested? You're lost, my friend.
The man rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it.
Good to meet you, lady. Say, you don't look all that busy. I could use someone to watch my back. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here, while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. Everyone needs to make a living.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without batting an eyelid, the man rumbles a lupine growl. The cat hides behind your leg, mewling.
I knew there was a kinship of sorts about you. Same trade, different masters it looks like. If you're willing, we could work well together. Why not help each other get out of here? The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Two heads are better than one, and when push comes to shove, 4 fit.
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need? Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are. Lead the way.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay down the law on that elf. Your kind stick together like stink on garbage, don't you? I'm sure you would have.
So, this is Fort Joy.
Perhaps if those bleeding...
What a crumbling disaster.
Careful. Don't want to catch Griff in a bad mood.
Will source for delivery. Surely you'll have one.
Scram! Snake face!
I'd say we're making good progress already, no? Well, I've got a contract to complete. After that, getting the hell out of Fort Misery seems the best option. I figure we track down my inside man, and then we take it from there. Oh, come on, lass. I can take care of myself.
If Anne tips his fingers to his temples, just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I speak. Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he does in a groveling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudenay leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, they wake up and begin to discuss what they saw in their dreams. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this sting-tailed fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, the dreams themselves prove to be quite elusive. Turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. That's because you haven't seen that other world in all its glory. It is... Oh, I was born with the promise of an empire. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So...
No, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Drudenay.
Oh, do hold your prickly tongue.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
I feel him, but I do not see him.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Our kind of few here. We must help each other.
She bows.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion. Thank you.
I feel him, but I do not see him. Wait! I call a timeout! You're too slow! You're cheating! Got you! I got you! Shua! 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 Got you! Wait, I call a timeout! Whoever kills the other is the boss! I magically your dead!
This hole is too small for you to squeeze into.
Tired of the view in here yet?
Ifan tips his fingers to his temple. This hole is too small for you to squeeze into.
You're cheating!
The child ignores you and continues with her game.
I'm playing Helene, hero of the whole world. That was my mum's name. She died when the Voidwoken came.
Suddenly, the child's face crinkles into a grimace. She seems on the verge of sobbing when her face suddenly goes still and blank.
Whoever kills the other is the boss!
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet, baring its teeth and growling.
Save your spirit to fight the Reaper.
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every...
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time. You want to leave? You want to go? Tell me where the yarrow grows. Tell me. Tell me, tell me now! Or shall I pick your parts clean too? It's easy. Ugh! Where does the yarrow grow? Where?
mine.
The dead man, creature, thing, lies in a heap on the beach.
Whatever it was too dangerous to be allowed to live.
Once that was a person. Sorcerer. Tired of the view in here yet?
Ifan tips his fingers to his temples and saunters ahead.
I've spotted something. I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That's stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Yes, yes, do feel free to call. By which I mean shout loudly.
is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late! Never mind. It is not your concern.
She leans forward. Her eyes are wet with fear as she takes your hand.
Please, do not lead anyone here. Psst. Fear, alas! I'm sorry, dear.
To these turtles. They're transforming.
junk.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious
There are monsters here. Lizard ones and real ones. It's really scary. And I miss my ma and pa. How do you know? You're really nice. I like you. You can have this. I found it outside, but I can't read it yet. That's next year, and then I'll learn.
The child smiles. She starts tracing small shapes, hearts and stars and diamonds into the dirt.
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can be only one, and you...
She scoffs.
To prove you are the one. Never mind. The one does not ask such a question.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Keep it down, will ya?
As you approach the unsmiling Magister, Ifan catches your arm and speaks to you with some urgency.
I need to talk to this one for a few moments. Alone.
Ifan strides up to the Magister, speaking in a calm and controlled voice. Though you can't hear what he whispers, the Magister's face turns whiter than snow as he hands a note to Ifan with shaking hands.
Don't! I'll give you the information. Here, just don't! All right.
Ifan walks back to you, leaving the quivering wreck of a Magister behind.
Go on, keep moving.
Enjoy your stay, Mossy.
Ifan catches you looking over at him. He raises...
What?
He barks a laugh, then shakes his head sheepishly.
I wanted some information. That Magister wanted to negotiate. I negotiated.
He swaggers right up to you until you're standing nose to nose and looks down at you, a playful twinkle in his eyes.
You mean like this?
Ifan bops you on the nose and breaks out laughing. He backs away, clapping you on the back affectionately.
I only do it when it's necessary. And it was necessary back there. He wanted me to kill someone. I didn't want to kill them. Being a little impolite seemed the least bad option. An elf, like you. An innocent. But if you're about done with the lecture, let's keep moving.
After reading the scrap of paper he took from the Magister, Ifan marks a spot on your map and looks out to the far horizon.
But I was... It was... Please, tell me. Tell me. Why did you wake me? I was so close. So close. Hmm? I am Stingtail. Who is asking? Sebille, is it? Have we met? I don't seem to remember that name, though there's something familiar about your face. Your cheek.
Something suddenly dawns on Stingtail, and he goes quite pale.
Confound my drug-addled brain. It is... she. You're she. The Master's chosen. Why do you seek me? I was made to weave your scar. They forced my hand. I never had a wish to blemish you, enslave you. I would undo it if I could. Oh, I surely would. I surely would. But I cannot. Only the Master. Only the Master can. But I don't know. How could I? The Master finds. He is never found. You must know that. Surely you know that.
Stingtail writhes in your grip as he gapes at you with fear-smothered eyes, his voice a pitiful wheeze through his tightened throat.
Please, I don't know the whereabouts of the Master.
Your nails dig deep, and Stingtail's blood flows copiously, as if eager for release, but he doesn't speak a word. He squirms hysterically, futilely trying to back away from the steel that pierces his flesh. He shrieks.
No, stop! The wolves! The lone wolves! They may know about the Master. The Master, he's been using lone wolf mercenaries ever since your escape. You vanished, so he needed others to do his bidding. They may know where he is. Lone wolves need to be paid in person. They may know where he is. Who would know? Who would know? Must be Griff. Yes, Griff knows. I assure you, he's over yonder in the kitchen. The cook, the celery man, the butcher man. But he knows things. If there's wolves on the prowl, Griff will have caught their scent. I've told you all. Told you all I can. Have mercy, fair lady. Have mercy.
Holding a bloodied hand over his bleeding belly, Stingtail stands before you a broken mess, quivering with fear, and pleading miserably to spare his life. You turn around and take 2 steps before turning back and looking him in the eyes. He shakes like a dead leaf in the wind as you blow him a kiss.
For a moment there, I thought you were going to kill that lizard.
I was, but as you can tell, I'm quite cursed with kindness.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
What? Do ya? What authority is that? I wouldn't count on that. Not when I find out who's been blabbing. Anyway, lone wolves, you said. Question is,
Why would I interrupt peeling them potatoes to tell you about lone wolves?
He recoils from you slightly, but then his face contorts in fury.
You threaten me? You threaten me in my own goddamned kitchen? You had better apologize, woman. Right now. The hell you didn't. But you did the smart thing, so I guess I'll... Now, listen here. I'll make it easy for you. You're gonna dig into your pockets and fish out a nice pile of shiny ones. You do that, and I'll point you to the wolves. Let them sort you out. Deal?
Griff counts your coins with greedy fingers.
Should have asked for double that amount, really. Now then, lone wolves. Yeah, I know Magisters think they're running a tight ship, but their boat's as leaky as an old goat's nipples. Money goes out, contraband comes in, and it's Zalaskars who's doing the moving. Oh, but certainly. As it happens, he's coming by for afternoon tea. Of course I can't, you dolt. He's out there, in the marshes beyond the fort. So if you want to meet him, you're going to have to give the Magisters the slip. Bloody new arrivals. Do you like...
He sighs,
There's a whole damn swamp out there. The hollow marshes. A vile place. An evil place. Some say there's devils there. Others say there's freedom to be had. I say they're all like a dwarven latrine on a festival night. Full of crap up to the goddamn ceiling. Sure thing, Toots. Ain't fit for beasts.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence. With a start, she looks up and realizes someone is standing right beside...
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left. I don't question the Bishop. He and Dallas would do anything to protect us. And they say he's God-woken.
She pauses for several...
I do wish Alexander would ascend sooner rather than later. They say his powers are not developing as they should. They blame the Void-woken. It's quite the pickle.
Shove off, cannibal. None of your business, you Move up.
Go on.
Shove off.
The guard makes a low, guttural sound.
Move, now. Look.
didn't I?
Did you see them, miss? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself? They were so close, almost within arms. They were just there. Just...
Fire her. She ain't coming back.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe. As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her terrified eyes. She drops her hands from her throat and starts hyperventilating.
Ben, miss! Ethan! Ben, miss! You killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer!
Little respect for Griff's right.
You can't hide who you are, killer. Look! Look at him! It's him!
That's it. I call court.
Stay back. Stay back.
Keep that monster of red nest away.
Stay back. Stay back.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me. You're too close. This can't do you. You seem fine. Don't you?
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar.
Yeah, what of it?
If you don't like the games, Hopsy, you can fold. Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Quite the hand, Freshy. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purples I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. I'm sure the Reds told you. No one gets along without paying the interment fee. So, let's make this easy. Empty your pockets. Are you really gonna make this so hard, Freshy? We'll see about that, Freshy.
Father, who presideth over us all. Our Father, who presideth over us all. Greetings, child. You must be very far from your homelands indeed. Hurts to be so far from your loved ones, eh? Troubles me to hear that. Now that the Divine has gone, our world's duller, darker than ever before. Our Father, who presideth over us all.
God!
You there, elf? I'm looking for an inmate. A smallish man, thick spectacles, prone to... Have you seen him? You have seen him? Tell me, where was he?
The Magister goes slightly slack for a brief moment, as though nothing but her spine were keeping her upright.
And you're very sure it was him?
The ring sits heavily in her hand. Her fingertips droop under its weight, and it seems about to fall to the ground when she grasps it tightly and holds it to her breast.
He was my father. This can't be. You said he was upon the beach, yes? I need to have a look myself.
She stands stock still with her eyes closed for a moment, then turns away without another word.
Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster bedmest away from me.
Ha! I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Not an attempt, mate. Not if I can bloody help it. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance. It's stabbing time.
to none.
Healing!
Damn useless these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind
Healing.
most, really.
Tide's in, fan out, fan in again. Patience, Mal. Patience.
Queen's beard. It looks like you lost a fight with a claw hammer. Reckon you're in need of something to heal yourself up, eh? School of Hard Knocks, University of Life, Academy of this and that. I have the talent for it. And whenever I found someone with skill...
Instead of a potion, she hands you an empty bottle and a fat brown mushroom.
I knew I saw some talent in you. Go ahead and combine the mushroom with the vial. Once you've mastered the technique, you'll never need help from a crusty old quack like me again. Rest now, and you'll hie yourself to the grave. What were you thinking, messing with Griff's brutes anyhow?
What did they do to him? What did they do to him?
Thinking, messing with Griff's brutes anyhow?
tells me there are so many children in this Fort's Joy. Magisters I handle, but small ones. We do not have many in my tribe anymore. I never know how lucky we are.
Got you! I got you! I magicked you, you're dead!
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Ah, hello. So much you suffer. So much suffering you have and you make. Does causing pain stop yours? I see it before my eyes. Your life is not your own. Your life is for us all. I cannot say more. You see someday.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way, Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He my protector, my friend. An elf like me, with a spirit bright as he is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek. A way out. You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him.
Leave him be. Don't make me say it again.
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up, elf. This clown? Caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist? caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Went down like a rent boy when we grabbed him. Easy. Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal. Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back at you.
You already know the terms. Nothing else to...
Take your coin then.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
An elf, caked in mud and blood, looks up at you from the bottom of the cage. He holds his shoulder.
You believe what he says? That I am a thief?
He perks up and wipes his face with his...
Sahela, you speak to her? She is all right then. Good. She sees my trouble, of course. She already knows. And she knows it is all prepared. It is ready. I am too weak to go. But I must care for Sahela. You release me, and I show you the way out. I am no fool. If you can leave, you do leave. Free me first. I see no one. In fact, I only hear the sound of Griff clearing his throat. You know how he does? Like so. For some time, I think Griff takes his own supplies. But I see Griff is a powerful man. Power is mysterious. In case you haven't noticed, I intend no harm. I want only some provisions. A bit of bread, you understand. Thank you.
Those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Worse than war rations, these. Ain't fit for beasts.
Easy, eh? Psst. Hey, you're a little light in your pack there, gorgeous, ain't ya? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Let's just say folks leave here, but they don't seem to take their effects. Maybe a fella in that cage is the thief. stashed the oranges somewhere before he was caught. If you believe that. Sure do. Ask me. It'd have to be one of those sad sacks that's always hanging around Griff looking for...
She darts her tongue out of her mouth like a...
Some folks, and some reptiles, will do anything to get his attention. I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms. That fella's square. Sure do. Ask me.
She darts her tongue out of...
Some folk... I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms. That fella's square as a pavestone. If he's the thief, I'll eat my boots. Sure you don't want to have a look at my stock before you go? I was serious about what I said. Everything in my pack's been got by only the finest, you know.
What do you want, freak? If Boss trusts you to find something for him, you better not disappoint him. You won't like him when he's You mean that guy in the cage? Oh, I don't associate with elves. Fella says he's innocent, but you... yeah, Boss is awful passionate about... Boss will be fine. He's got himself in a fit state now, but as soon as another shipment comes in... Easy, eh?
What if there are no sorcerers?
Easy now, Fortune. My hand clicks out. Smell.
State your business. The one house, the true house, the house of war. Why? Bloody slaves.
Upon seeing you approach, Stingtail winces and falls to his knees like a supplicant.
Yes, yes, I have them. They are yours, sweet, merciful lady.
His face contorts with pain.
Here. I hope I have pleased you.
The orange is hollow and tightly stuffed with a sweet-smelling substance. It appears that Griff was after more than just some fresh citrus.
I know Drudenay when I see it. Griff must be jonesing mightily for his next hit.
What sort of madman would cage a man over a missing hit of Drudenay?
Save your spirit to fight the Reaper. messing with Griff's roots anyhow. Rest now, or you'll hie yourself to the grave. Got a little too close to Mona, did you? Poor dear won't let me heal her. Lost all hope, I suppose. Why'n't you let me clear that up for you? No trouble. You're not the first, and you won't be the last. Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Why, look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love? And old Dean here'd thank you too if he could. Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Don't to be sure, but I'd like to ease his way out.
Instead of a potion, she hands you an empty bottle and a fat brown mushroom.
Not scared of a little elf once you've mastered the technique.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
Spare the indignation and hand it over. Now. Good girl. Looks like everything's accounted for. Now the important question. Who's the thief?
This Griff is nothing but a thug. Don't give up Stingtail so easily.
I don't want Stingtail's blood on my hands.
I'm right chuffed to have my supplies back, so I'm gonna give you one last chance. Tell me who you found them on, or you're gonna have to answer to me, my knife, and each one of my people. And your little elf friend won't make it out alive neither. Oh, you must think I'm playing with you.
sense something nearby.
I need aid!
I'll yield to none.
Invading!
Say, do all lizards smell like oranges, or is it just that crazy fellow with the pointy tail?
Our healer's walk is never done. Frightfully busy at the moment, love.
Mind your manners round Griff, eh?
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again. Griff tears into one of the oranges with both hands. Juice squirts through his...
Looks like everything's accounted for. Now,
this Griff is nothing but a thug.
I don't want Stingtail's blood on my hands.
that's a kid. Your guy's free to go. He should be fine. Eventually. It is done. And quickly. I hold my end of the bargain. I show you the way out. But I have something, Sahela. She is everything. It is for all our people. Give me your map.
I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell
I go to her. I wish...
My name here. Take your coin then.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Take your coin then.
I sense he is free.
Sahela, you are all right.
I am fine, Amiro. I am fine. I know they help us.
Yes, they do. It is as you say.
Sit, my friend. Come.
As you say. As you say.
I've spotted something. I need a shovel.
One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.